Good morning, sunshine. I hope that wasn't too loud. How you doing? Welcome to Coffee with Olga. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, man. So, my coffee, I think, is the perfect temperature right now to take my first sip. Because it was hot. But I didn't have any accidents. Had some other issues. Like my water filter. All of a sudden my water is not coming out clear. I'm like, what's going on? and I thought I fixed it a few days ago. And then it started again. I'm like, it's very upsetting. I like water as clear and clean as possible. Like I really love water. I don't drink anything but water. Water, wine, and coffee, and all the herbal teas, pretty much all of them. But mainly water. I don't drink sodas. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I'm like, it's going to get cold. I should take the first sip. But then I want to say hi to you guys and see who's with me already. All right, sorry. I got to make sure that I don't miss this perfect moment, perfect temperature. Oh, I also usually take it unsweetened, but maybe today I should have sweetened it. It's because I just ate breakfast like 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago. I was going to wait till after the live, and then I was like, nah, because I ate really early dinner last night. I was like, nah, you really probably would be happier if you stuff your face, which I did. Oh, yeah, baby. Yep, I scrambled an egg. I had some leftover sour cream. This real good sour cream that I've discovered this brand that like makes cottage cheese and sour cream, and it's cultured, right? So I'm all about, the more vitamins, the better. The more natural, the more raw, the more fermented, the better. And so I had like one little squirt left in it, right? So I was like, oh, I don't throw nothing away. Nothing. I don't throw anything away. I'm old school. Or at least, no, you know what? I shouldn't even say old school. It's more like, it's more than old school. Like, the old ways, you know what I mean? The ancient ways that they knew how to live and survive. Anyway, so, where was I? Oh, the egg. So I scrambled the egg, put that little dollop that I had left of the sour cream. I had made flatbread that's kind of like pancakes. It's a cross between like a pita tortilla flatbread thing. Anyway, I made it homemade the other day, and I had it left over, and it was starting to get a little chewy. And I usually, when it gets, like, if I'm not going to eat it right away, then I freeze it. But I was like, that'd probably be really good with an egg. And let me tell you, I put some butter, some Irish butter, in my cast iron pan. Put that piece of flatbread, scrambled the egg, pulled it. I've never done this. Okay, I just pulled this out of my ass. I poured it right over. And I had a little piece of leftover habanero cheddar cheese. I love spicy food. I mean, I love spicy food. The hotter, the better. Like, whenever I go to, like, a Szechuan place or anywhere, and they're like, what temperature? And I'm like, if they say 1 to 5, I'm like, 5, and like however they eat it in your country or whatever, like Thailand, like that's how I want it. And this is not that spicy though. But so I poured it all on top. Oh man, and then I kind of flipped it because obviously the egg gets stuck to the bread, and I kind of flipped it. It's good. Anyway, I wasn't trying to be pretty, but it was so good, so good. And I think now my coffee is like, although I always take it without sugar, now I'm like, maybe it's missing something here. Let's see who's with me already. Good morning. I was like, remember, I can see I'm nearsighted. So the glasses are so I can see far away. Who's with me? Oh my God. Oh, and I hope you guys can hear me because honestly, I'm not in the mood to put the headset on. No. No. It's too early in the morning. So if I can deal without it. Tanya! Mary Tasho! Let's see who's here. Okay, I'll say hi to everybody first, and then let me see if I can read all the comments. Carrie Lewis checking in. You still here? Tanya Gray, good morning. Sipping on. I was thinking about your Folgers. Now you got that in my head. So the next time I go to the store, I'm gonna get Folgers now because you got it in my head. And until I get a Folgers, it's not gonna be out of my head. Sipping on my Folgers dark Colombian with chocolate creamer. Who else is with me? William. Good morning, beautiful people. The press pictures get me fired up. How about that? Who knew? That's so freaking awesome. The Major. Are you still waking up, Major? You know, Tanya, I would do the Crowder sip, but it's the Crowder sip. I did it once, right, to honor him with all the saga, but like, nah. I mean, if you ask me to, and it for you, but I just want to make sure Crowder doesn't think I'm trying to copy him. Nah, I got my own style. I don't need to be like anybody. I'm my own person. Woohoo! Okay, wait. Because if Crowder does it, he's a big burly guy, right? Look at me. Look at me today. I'm like leaning back. I'm rocking in the chair. I don't even want to. That's my attitude today. But I really do have a lot of work. I'm actually pretty tired today, and I got a lot of work ahead. I got quite a day today. Oh shoot! Yeah, I got quite a day. I'm not gonna be able to mess around. And that's the other thing. I don't even know if I want to get into. I was gonna get a little bit into the Crowder on Timcast IRL. Honestly, besides the part that he basically called Candace a bitch. Did you guys see that? Did you see the whole thing? Did you see parts of it? Let me know in the chat. Today I'm more interested in talking to you guys, but if you really want to see my reaction to, it's really just not that important. I've been so busy this morning. I had a bunch of stuff that I was having issues, troubleshooting, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I didn't even check the news or anything that's like popping at me, besides the fact that there was a shooting in California. And I guess there's like, I don't know, 7 injured, 1 dead. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. 7 dead in shootings in Half Moon Bay, California. You know I don't like giving you guys bad news. But, I mean, mental illness is serious. And the COVID took people there where they never took them before. And those who were already on the edge, over the edge.
Okay, I found this on the web. For as serious in the COVID took everybody to people there where they never took them before.
Are you listening to this?
Already on the edge. Check it out.
Are you listening to this? My phone just answered on its own. A phone call coming in. Siri just answered. I didn't even ask Siri anything. Did you guys hear Siri talking to me about COVID? That's how fucked up this shit is. That's how much they listen. Oh, here we go. I gotta watch my bombs, my F-bombs. Do you see that? Did you guys see that? I mean, hear that? Unbelievable. I mean, we already know, right, that they're listening, but this level. See? They got that. That's my computer. So you can imagine the YouTubes and the boob tubes. You know what, guys? I'm going to say it out loud. I'm convinced. 100%. that the majority of people that think or act progressive, pro LGBTQ, pro fake, pro I don't have an identity and I have no religion or morals, pro, because you know I don't like to do the left and right thing or the politics. But you know what I'm talking about. The group that still, and maybe you guys wear a mask. Maybe somebody who's listening or who's going to watch this replay is someone who can't leave the house or doesn't leave or go anywhere without the mask. I don't judge you. You do you. That's fine. You leave me the fuck alone. I leave you alone. Very simple. But my thing is that they're not as bad or as mentally ill or lost or ignorant as we think. The truth, in my observation and my humble expert opinion, is that they are weak. Truly, mostly their motivation for joining the groupthink and it's just now it's more visible. And especially those who are still wearing a mask. It's apparent. Like it's like anybody with an addiction. Some addictions they can hide and other addictions you can't hide. It's like right in your face. And addictions, it's painful. It's not easy. It's, there's all this stigma. There's all this, shame with it that society has obviously imposed, highlighted, because when people get mad at you, the first thing they'll do is throw in your face anything you do wrong, right? And if you do something wrong, like, I don't know, drink too much, whatever it is, I don't have any judgment, but I feel people, and I don't feel they're as stupid as they pretend. I don't. I believe that they use it as a shield for their weakness. 100%. And I feel like they just want to fit in. They want to feel important. They need attention. They're desperate. They're lonely. I mean, I'm telling you, without a doubt, that most of them are not as stupid as we think. And again, if you're one of those people and you're listening and you're like, is she speaking about me? Well, if you wear a dirty ass mask, your only reason is because you are sending a signal. Look at me rubbing my eye. Hold on, I don't know what's going on over here. See how sensitive I am? I rub just a little bit. Boom, I'm red. Now you guys understand the whole verklempt. Rose water. Not a sponsor. They're not paying me. But people always ask me, especially, look, see, I'm wearing nothing. This is a washed face. I didn't even actually put moisturizer this morning, which is probably not a good thing. If I want to keep, and my glasses. You know how many times I cleaned my glasses today? I'm having a weird off. You know what it is? I just have a lot to do today. Let me go back to the chats. What am I missing here? What am I missing in the conversation? What's going on? How's the weather? Did I make you smile? If I made you smile, smash that like button. And keep on commenting. Because that's the only way we're going to beat the algorithm. And if you've become a member, stay tuned. I got some stuff coming for you. And if you're not a member, become a member. Because the stuff that comes out of me will never come out here. And not because I'm a wuss or I don't have the cojones. It's because I'm not going to give them the pleasure to mess with me. Because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle real. Be yourself. That's another thing. Wasn't that something that was said? I didn't watch the whole Timcast Crowder show last night. I can't take Tim. I just can't take his voice anymore. I just can't take how, and if you compare him, if you put side to side with Candace, and he wasn't being totally honest. He was trying to act like he's honest. Again, he's like another kiss ass. Again, he's young, but he's not that young anymore. And he is a businessman. I believe he's now in his late 30s or mid-late 30s, 36, 37, something like that. Like, come on. No. Couldn't stand it. And really, Crowder's continually repeating what he said from the get-go. Now, there's a lot of people out there that say he's a fake and he's greedy and he's all about money. And actually, I could see that he's probably mentally ill. Again, comedians often have a lot of issues. But as long as he's producing and we enjoy the production, see, where Tim, he can't convince me. He can't cover it up. He's not good at it. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I just can't. But that part where Crowder was like basically calling her a bitch. How about that? Let's see. I actually queued that little part. Oh, shit. Not because it's important. First of all, that's not what I wanted. The hell?
Entire team of people to produce. Before we get to that,
wait. Yeah, I'm off today. I don't have the pizzazz that I need to really go down. What the fuck? Excuse me with the French bonds, but I'm just saying, it's like, am I losing my effing mind here? How am I doing the same thing? I'm doing something different and the same thing happens. Yeah. All right.
To go out and shoot hoops, right?
Sure.
You're paying an entire team of people to produce.
Before we get to like the finances,
Yeah.
and
Let's
stuff,
go through the
I
timeline.
want to, let me ask you this. If someone publicly was going, and by the way, I'm not going to be doing the personal stuff. I'm not going to be coming in here calling anybody a bitch, right? Sending out hatchet people. I understand why Candace was mad. Honestly, I understand why she was mad. I'd probably be mad too. So,
see, it's
I don't
kinda like
think
a
it gives you an excuse to
bitchy
go
way
and talk the way like.
of calling her a bitch. What do you guys think? Right? It's a nice, maybe diplomatic way of doing it. Either way, that's fine. She called him all kinds of stuff when she was on Timcast last week. He's a liar and he wants all this money. Guys, did anybody pick up the fact? I'm sorry for being repetitive from my other live streams last week when we talked about it, when it was all fresh. But did anybody pick up the fact that she went from, first of all, he never mentioned an amount. Jerry from Daily Wire mentioned the 50 mil, right? Then she comes up with the 120. Then ups it in the middle of Timcast live to 140. Any doubt that she probably thought that she got a really shitty deal? That she didn't know how much money could be made? But that's okay, Candace. Because seriously, that girl can't handle herself. And she gets nasty. When she debates, she can have all the right words, but her nastiness comes through. You know what? Didn't I talk about, like, didn't I want to know? I wonder if I can't remember if I looked up her sign. And see, today I'm out of it. Or I would try to guess it. Like, I would try to feel like, I just feel like she could be a Taurus. I don't know, like stubborn. But nah, because I don't think she's got a heart of a Taurus. Again, she could be a Taurus, but then her moon. Anyway, I know you guys are like, I don't know about that. And maybe some of you do. Just real quick, let's see if we got her birthday around here. When's her birthday? Oh shit, I got too excited. Oh shit. Oh shit. I was about to be like, I was right. She's a Taurus. Oh shit, I am right. Look at this. Look at this. If this is right. Sun in Taurus, baby. April 29th, 1989. Yo, I got receipts that I know people, I feel people. What do you guys think? I'm a little too excited. And mind you, I had my tea. You know, I had my mate tea that you guys know, with my little straw and stuff, right? So I had that. But that's like, I'm used to that, and it's very mild compared to coffee as far as caffeine goes. It's like green tea. Maybe a little bit more than the regular like matcha green tea, but definitely not as much as coffee. So I'm not excited over any like intake. It's so funny. I got so much to do today, and you know what, guys? I want to play hooky. I wanna run away. I do. That's what I really feel like. I feel like I just want to play. I don't want to do what I have to do. And I'm all discombobulated. I have a meeting. I know in my back of my brain, I knew I have a scheduled meeting on the 24th. And yet when I looked at my calendar, it's not there. And I was like, okay, maybe not this month. Maybe it's no. I know it's today. I know. So I got to reach out to a few people to confirm my appointments because I don't understand why in my calendar. All right. Who's with me? Yo, when I tell you about Candace, you saw it. There was no act there. Who's with me? Elisa. Ooh, she's like, I'm drinking red rose tea with milk. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I could smell it. Did you wait? Hey, Lisa, were you watching me spray my little rose water? Is that like, no? Like, what a coincidence. If you didn't know, I sprayed myself with my rose water. Wait, Mary Toshel. All they did was attack Crowder's character. Right, Candace is a lying fake bitch. I mean, see, I don't like putting people down, right? But I get you. It's just making a spade. It's calling a spade a spade. I'm all about that. So yeah, no, definitely. No, total grifter. And again, she's not a nice person. And I don't think she can handle herself. And guys, do you know who she married? Do you know anything about where her husband comes from? Again, let these people go. And by the way, did you guys know how much money the Daily Wire puts to make us believe that the Ben Shapiros, the Candace Owens, that we actually like them? The millions that they put in marketing. Can you imagine? If they put the millions behind my ass? But then again, my contract would be like, you pay for the marketing, you know what I mean? And we divide the sales ads. That's it. My shit would be very simple. You don't own shit. I do what I want. But you can manage me and take a percentage. You see what I mean? That's it. Okay, and I'm obviously it would be more. There'd be more details than that, but in a nutshell, like, there's no reason to overcomplicate it unless you're a. No. I'm not going to defend Crowder. I do not know him, and I do know he's a really good actor. And my instinct tells me that he's no saint. Nobody is, but no, for real. But I don't care. As long as he's not a pedo, hurting children, right? Trafficking children. As long as he at least pretends to defend the Constitution and to break down big tech because what they're doing is illegal and it's wrong. It's evil, in fact. Then act all you want, sweetheart. Because I act too. When I have to act to get something, I act. You know what I mean? Whenever I got to get out of a pickle or whatever, I kiss some ass to get out of that pickle. Sure. Officer, don't mind me, my friends. They just had a few to drink, but really, we don't want, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by acting. You know how to act. And if you don't, you best check yourself. If you don't know. I mean, I had a girlfriend. Well, actually, not even a girlfriend. I don't even know if I should tell the story. But a long story short, it was like a colleague or somebody. I mean, she worked for a client of mine. Anyway, we worked together for many years, she worked for my client for many years. So she saw me in the office a lot. And one day she decides, listen, let's get out of here. And this is in Philly. Let's get out of here. And what do you think if we go to Fort Lauderdale for spring break? I said, yeah, let's do it. Because I'll jump on anything. I'm adventurous. I knew it wasn't a good idea. I could feel her in a way where you could just see. But it wasn't bad. It was just, she's not my style. But hey, we'll split a room together, this and that. You know, how bad can it be? If she's really that bad, I'll just, you know, stay away from her, right? Well, sure enough. I won't get into details of the fact that she thought I was going to pay for everything. The car, the limo, you know, from the airport to the hotel, you name it. Within 24 hours, I was like, oh no. Because it's not about me paying. It's the fact that you're expecting it on top of it. I was just like, so all of a sudden I started to say, I just want to stay on the beach. She'd want to go shopping or wherever, walk around. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I told you, I'm here to rest. And so I was like, finally, you know, getting away from her. But then she got pissed at me. Why aren't you going out? Told you, I'm tired. I don't know. Why don't I'm like, hey, I don't have to go out if I don't feel like going out, right? Something like that. This was it 2011? Back in 2011. And she was like, she just kept pushing a bit. Why aren't you going out? I'm like, because I don't feel like it. And then I finally spilled the beans, right? And I go, clearly, you know, you have a good instinct. I don't want to bring it up. You know, I don't want to bother you. Don't want to like mess up your vacation, whatever. And I said, but I'm not here to pay for you. She went off. Her ghetto ass came right through. And I had to act and calm her down when I really wanted to punch her. First of all, I'm not violent. I don't hit people, period. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, of course I wanted to in a way, yeah, I did want to fucking like strangle her. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? You like, you lying sack of, you know, lychee. Ew. Like, there's nothing good there. There wasn't no misunderstanding, no ignorance. There's a blood-sucking vampire who loves it. You got that? And you best deliver. And they confuse kindness for a weakness. And that's when, no. So when I told her about the money, what'd you pay for? I was like, listen, I'm fine. What I said was, I'm fine. So that's the acting, right? Keeping it cool, making sure that things didn't escalate, making sure that she felt like the victim she fucking believed that I believed her. That's how good of the act that I put, because she wasn't stupid. So it wasn't that she was so stupid that my little acting, no. You see how I'm getting off of clamps right now? Trust me. Talk about survival. And I could have just left right then and there. But that's the thing. The flight was the next morning. Like, what's the point? To leave a few hours earlier and all that headache to change my flight and whatnot. Again, I can handle it. Did I like it? No. But yeah, she believed. And then the bitch, guess what the bitch says? Well, if you didn't have money, why'd you come down? What? First of all, she also thought I was going to pay for her plane ticket on the way down. I remember her trying to, she kept saying, why don't you get the tickets and I'll pay you back? And I could see. But again, I played it so that I wouldn't get totally screwed. And then she just kept playing it. I was like, oh, I'll never do this again. But did I think it was going to get that nasty ghetto shit? No. I did. But it's like, okay, I can just avoid it. But no. She wanted. She expected. And mind you, she was also a racist and a prejudiced bitch. That's a fact. So without telling you anything about her, what do you think she was? Well, she thought, because I'm Spanish and she was Puerto Rican, but mostly raised in North America, like specifically, I would think Northeast Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure that's where she grew up. I don't know if she was originally in New York or New Jersey, something like that. But regardless, you know, And she had just graduated with a master's at Temple University. So again, an education does not change your character, unfortunately, or the way you've been raised. And she was very pretty and very well dressed. And I'm not even going to give you all the issues. She actually went down there chasing an ex-boyfriend that she was basically stalking. I didn't know until I was there. Okay? So I had enough, and I was like, I'll just be on the beach. You do you. And she had money. She did not need a penny. She had money. It was an attitude and a behavior. That was her soul. And I said to her, I said, listen, you want to be friends? You want to stay friends? Because, you know, this is not going to, like, I don't see us being friends. Like, you know, I can come down to you, or meaning I can be at your level, but you can't stay at my level. You can't act like an adult. Mind you, we were both about the same age, too. And she was a mother of a 10 or 15-year-old kid at the time. Just saying. Just saying. But again, what did she gain? Nothing. We never spoke again. I think she reached out to me. I don't know if I blocked her, because I wasn't afraid of her or anything like that. So I didn't block her. But I definitely didn't. She didn't try. She didn't try very hard either. She contacted me a few more times. And because again, on the way to the hotel, she thought I was going to pay for her. And I actually left separately. No, wait. I take that back. We went together, but this time, I got out of the car, the taxi, and let her pay for it. And she was like, "You're gonna pay?" I'm like, "Oh no, remember? I paid for the other one." And she's like, "You did?" I'm like, "Here." And then I go, "Here's half." I'm like, "You little," like, she would not stop to the whole in the airplane. I just kept praying, God, give me the strength. Just give me the strength. And as soon as we got to the airport, man, I ran out, got in a cab, and I was like, thank God. But not like thank God, like because I was afraid of her. Here I was trying to be adventurous. And my instinct was telling me, you guys don't match. Just some people just don't act the same. You know what I mean? But I've always been open-minded. I've always been like, I walk around, I talk to people from all walks of life. It doesn't matter how they act, how they were raised, what culture or language they are. If they're a good person, it works. Going back to Candace. Sorry to make a long story. I'm obviously still waking up here today. Was it Phil Newbold? Phil Newbold. Is that the way I should say it? Phyl? Newfold? Ooh, the major. My ex-wife is a Taurus. I'm a Gemini. Oh, guess who's a Gemini too? Wait. Who's the big Gemini? Andrew. No, Andrew Tate's a Sag. No, wait. Who's Crowder's a Cancer? Wait, who's been on the news that's a Gemini? I mean, we know Trump is a Gemini, but no. Somebody else. Wait. Oh my God. Why am I got a blank? The major. You see the problem? Oh, I see the problem. You don't know how many couples I've helped. You know, because when they understand each other in that way, astrologically, I'm telling you, no therapy, no psychiatrist can put that two together. I have literally helped people that have fought for years, and they went from fighting every day for years to no more fights. From the moment that I'm like, okay, your husband's a Sag, you're a Cancer. Okay, just by that alone, let me tell you. And the woman will tell me, like, this is what he typically does, or things that he doesn't do that I'd like him to do, that kind of a thing. And then It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's how it's helped me get along with people, understand people, and help them all at the same time. It's beautiful. I don't give a shit if it's a pseudoscience or if it's all fake. It works. It helps. Yeah, wait. Who's been on the news as Gemini? Wait. Oh. Guys. Okay, all right. Off the top, who's been named the most in the news in the last week? I know Elon's a Cancer too. There's a crazy ass Gemini in the news. Oh, and I got Gemini. I got a Gemini. Venus. My Venus is in Gemini. Anyway, I got friends that are Geminis. They're a lot of fun. Sexy too. Going out, you know what I mean? A lot of fun. But it's never lasted for me. Never. I had a close friend who was a Taurus with, I think, a Libra ascendant or Libra moon. And it was love and hate 24/7. It's like, but Tauruses in general, I have a moon in Taurus, and Tauruses in general are the greatest people. They're honest. They can't lie even if they tried. You watch a Taurus lie, they can't. They can't. They'll try. They can never get away with it. And if anybody hates lies more than anybody is a Taurus. So if you're honest with a Taurus, man, you're good. They got your back. They're steady. They're good. They're loving. They like some good food, opulence, beauty, you know, but not in a real crazy, superficial way. Just enough. You know, good hearts. They got good hearts. But when they're not mature, the word that just came to my mind is like brats, right? Their natural stubbornness goes full tard, like full fucking throttle. You cannot take them to drink water, not even at gunpoint. With a Taurus, they have to come on their own. And you can tell them, they're like, all right, I'll think about it. You know what I mean? It might take them forever, but they usually come, but on their terms. Again, that's a generalization, and it's not including where their moon and their sun, all that. I mean, their ascendant and all that stuff. But who else is with me? Mario Luigi Gamer. Hi. Matt. Good morning. Hey, how loud am I? Is it annoying? I'm totally goofing off today. I don't want to work. I just want to hang out with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seriously? Oh, man, I got Candace's number from the first one. Like I said, I don't know how I saw her. Somewhere, I think it's just like a YouTube video popped up. It had to do with something with politics, obviously, and it was during the pandemic. Pandemic. And I was like, you know, I like to see like strong women, and especially colored women, minorities. Just, you know, I just like everybody, you know, to have a say and have the strength and I like to see intelligence and, you know, and I saw this clip and I was like, wow. And it was one of her, before she got, I think, a YouTube or whatever. It was right. I mean, I guess she was already in the YouTube in 2020, but this clip was prior to that. And she was making this speech about how she was, I think, hit in a movie theater or something. She had some kind of like racial attack and she didn't want to feel like a victim. And she tells a story about it. And I love that. And I love how natural she was. Guys, look at her hair then and look at her hair now. Like, I don't even think she wore makeup then. Like, and I understand it because you know me. I also do my makeup for the show, right? And I say it, and I say it loud and proud that it's for you guys for entertainment purposes. And I hope you enjoy it. And that's why I mix it up. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Do you guys want me to look the same every day? I could do that. For me, that's boring. Period, end of story. But then I'm like, she just kept, especially, actually, once she got to the Daily Wire, that's when I couldn't stand her, for sure. Before then, It was like hit or miss. You know, I would like to hear what she has to say. I thought she was articulate, intelligent. And I liked that she had a strong voice in a certain corner, right? A certain, like, a voice for a certain group of people, and that she wasn't the stereotype, right? But lo and behold, that's why Daily Wire scooped her right in. It's funny, I went scooped her. Notice what I did this, which looks like I'm holding a fishing pole and I'm reeling her in. What's weird is that in my head, I had a dustpan and a broom scooting the person in. Just saying. And that's the other thing. See? Everybody keeps saying, be yourself, be yourself. But if you're yourself, they don't like you. They don't want you to be yourself. They don't want you to say what you think out loud, but be yourself. Then you're not being yourself. So let's everybody agree that everybody's fake and stop it. Stop it. Know it. Say it. Go on, Candace. Go on, Ben. Go on, everybody. Left and right. All of you. Go ahead and say that. I'm fake. Because I'm just a normal human with weaknesses. Yeah, I need you to like me, and especially if I'm making money. Congratulations. How many years have we already had in history? Like the time, what is it, Tammy Faye Baker? Is that the name? You know, I mess up the names all the time. What's her freaking name? You know, all these preachers and pastors. Everybody just giving their money. Has your life improved? I love it. I love it when people say, you know, ever since I've been going to yoga, I have been better. My anxiety is not as bad. But have you changed? Are you making better decisions? Are you standing up for yourself? Yoga's not giving you those things. Jesus Christ, I can't. I'm not even getting verklempt, but I don't know why I'm getting hot now. Shit. Man. Okay, well, I should call it Olga Rants instead of Coffee with Olga. But I think there's so many people already using that. Again, I'm not a copycat. I'm me. And the only thing I'm definitely me and that I think I'm really good at is calling you MRFers out. Telling you the truth. Calling them out. For example, if somebody hangs up the phone on you, I want you guys to answer me. Hey, Sarita Shamara. I just saw your name pop at the corner of my eye. How you doing? Mary Tasha, I think I said hi to you, right? Wait, Matt, don't want to work. Just bang on your drum all day. Me or you, or both of us? Tanya, you're a Leo. Of course. I think you told me that, actually. I think you already told me that. Yeah. I'm like, no wonder we are so connected. And great to see you, Tanya. And thank you for all your love and support. Ooh, and I just found some information about you that I didn't know. But you haven't mentioned it. So I don't know if you just don't want anybody to know and you want to stay, be like kind of on down low, or you're just being shy. I don't know. But feel free to tell everybody anything about you that you want. Or let me know. I'll be glad to share. You guys are amazing. I'm proud of you. And it's funny how some people are like, oh, I don't want to shamelessly want to have like a shout out. Man, I'm with you. Oh. I know. This is not as big as the Tyson James experience, but did you know? So today, I was looking at comments, and then I clicked on the area where it says mentions. And then when I clicked on the mentions, it, the guy that I did yesterday, Ren, the reaction video I did yesterday, Ren, he tagged me. At first, though, I got so excited that I thought he actually posted it on his post on his YouTube. But don't get me wrong, that was still better than not at all. He literally tagged a list of people that did a reaction to that video. And he noticed me. I don't know if he, hashtagged it because I didn't tag him. I forgot to tag him yesterday, and I tagged him today. It was after he had posted that. Or during the same time. So I know he said it took him forever to make the list. So it had nothing to do with me tagging him this morning. But I guess I made the list. Now, could you imagine if you guys didn't request during the live yesterday to do Rent, He was working for days on that list, he said. And he just posted it today, like 10 hours ago. I'm so grateful. I don't know if you saw some stuff bouncing around. I'm not wearing a bra. Because you know me, I'm not in my pajama, but I am wearing my pajama bottoms. Yeah, I don't know. The onesie's giving me too much. You see that? That's my pajama bottoms. Oh, God. I want to read your guys' chat. I'm done. I said it all, and I'm telling you, I've got to go and find out. I'm pretty sure I have a meeting at least at 11. So I got time, but I got to take a shower. Anyway, who's also with me? What did I miss? But is yoga meant to give those things or just a piece of what you need to get, where and who you need to be? Is that like a second part to the initial message? Or you guys are talking to yourselves. That's what always happens, right? And then I'm like, what's going on in the chat? Yeah, if you want me to read your chat in specific, the members will pop out first because of the colors. And then super chat, obviously, I'll read it because it pops out. And you're tipping me. Guys, everything you do helps, supports my work, my channel, for me to keep coming back, giving you more and better. But just to show up. You can buy me a coffee or buy me more than one. That's one way to do it. The links are in the description below. Become a member. It's even better. Join the channel. Support me there. Get your little badge. Because it also, the more the merrier, It makes other people like, okay, well, I'm going to sign up too. And it's literally less than a cup of coffee. But with with many of you, wow, the amount of reach I could have, plus, like I said, I can make all my ideas come true. So I patiently wait for you to join me. And if you can't join me, as long as you share, smash that like button, keep that algorithm on like full tard, then somebody else that wants to and can will, thanks to you. So keep on loving. The Major, Tanya Gray, mental illness is going unchecked. Oh, I guess that was like 20 minutes ago. I'm way behind. The Major, they're not conscious. Was it? They're not conscious actors. They've been programmed to respond in a certain way to certain inputs, the people doing the programming now. Yeah, it's true. But I think it's also easy. It's easier, kind of like what Crowder was saying. It's easy to just take the contract. That's the easier route. Not the happiest, but the easiest. So I think that'll, I really feel it, that it's the easy that's really pulling them. And they need to be part of a tribe. Hey, Lisa, you're right. The woke are the most intolerant, in caps. Mental illness, Tanya Gray, mental illness is going unchecked and untreated properly. Oh, yeah. They're throwing pills and money instead of treating the person with character and purpose. Absolutely, absolutely. But I know people that have mental issues that can get help and have the resources and don't. Because even the help is work. So a lot of people like that easy, quick fix. Hey, look at William Grissom drinking Black Rifle Espresso Roast with Italian sweet cream. Way. Carrie Lewis. Olga is uninhibited, unrestrained, unhindered, uncontrollable. And that's why I keep coming back. Amen. I'm not worthy. Carrie Lewis. Thank you. Takes one to know one, right? Or you could be this way, but inside, and maybe not as vocal as me. I definitely feel better when I get it out. Yeah, Mary Tasha Crowder never mentioned money or names. That's true. DW exposed themselves. Absolutely. And when all they kept saying was money, money, money. Emoji. Oh, please. I can almost hear you, Mary. Was she a Taurus? What? Mary? Candace? Or who? Who's a Virgo? Mary, what are you? Who did I miss as a Virgo? Oh, Mary's a Taurus. Oh, Mary says Libra. With my Libra rising. Oh my God, I was just talking to a Libra that I used to work with years ago. She reached out and I was like, oh my God. And I called her back and she was like, all right. And I go, weren't you a Libra? I never asked her, but I was like, just the way we click. And she was like, yes. I was like, I knew it. Of course. Oh my God. My ex-wife. Okay. I got that one. My son is a Gemini. Okay. So Geminis, especially males, it depends. This is what I usually say to my clients and stuff. I go, look, or if somebody's dating a male, especially a male Gemini, I said, they grow up. They're young. That's what makes them so much fun. And they're ruled by Mercury or in communications. They should be good talkers. But they often have a difficulty because they are an air and they can be all over the place. And that's just to simplify it. But one of the things is that for the most part, again, this is a general statement. If they tend to settle down later in life because of the grown-up factor, because they're so young at heart. Let's see. Ooh, your brother's an Aries. My mother's an Aries. Oh, Mary Tasha says, I rocked with Candace at one time. The Moonut 6? Is that a typo? Tammy Faye Baker. That's it. Did I say it originally right or no? Oh, Carrie says meeting at 10. Catch the team tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Gemini in Aquarius. Wait a minute. I thought you're the Gemini, right? The major? Your ex was the Taurus. You're the Gemini. You mean moon in Aquarius or Aquarius ascendant? Your rising is Aquarius. Oh, you got a lot of air. Ooh, no wonder you're so mental. And you're a writer, right? Oh, yeah. I got you, Matt. It's to what I said about yoga. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing, but believe it or not, I've seen people go full tart on the yoga where they're trying to be so open. They're trying to be so spiritual or connected or grounded that they actually get hijacked energetically. They're too open. They're not really aware and strong enough to know that they're a vessel of energy, of all the frequencies. And I've seen some of the most miserable people go to yoga and eat vegan and do all the perfect things with the sound bowls and you name it. And they are honestly like trolls. I'm like, I see them like just snappy, angry, and it's always pretending. I'm fine. You know, it's kind of like, do you remember Kung Fu Panda? What was that? The master, what was he called? The Shifu? Remember? He's like, was he? Peace. Right. Peace. Oh, it's like this. Or like this. This. Yeah. Peace. And he finally got peace when there was a true lift off of his guilt. Oh, major Gemini sun, Aquarius moon. I have no idea what the rising is. Well, you know how you find out you're rising? You go to like astro.com. There's so many websites you can put in your birth date. It's the time you were born that tells me you're rising. And for me, some astrologers don't need that. I find the most real intel is in that and what time you were born. And the way I explain is not the way astrologers explain it. I explain it as your ego and your alter ego, or your id. You know what I mean? Your two sides, your conscious and subconscious. It's a duality about them. But in astrology, you are seen more like your ascendant, which is calculated by the time you were born, versus your sun. So you might think you're a Gemini. Some people might be like, "Oh, you're a Gemini. Oh, you look like a Gemini. You act like a Gemini." But the truth is, well, actually, it depends. See, there's really not one written rule. But sometimes people can see you as a Gemini and you don't see yourself that way at all. And that's when your rising comes in. But most of the times, it's the rising that they see. Like, I'm a Leo, but with a Libra rising. And as much as I got a big mouth and all this stuff, it's my Libra that keeps my shit in control. It's the Libra that's like, no, that's not nice, Olga. That's not fair. You know, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Where my Leo is like, fuck, no. Also, my Leo is like, let's have fun. Hey, let's not work. Hey, I'm the queen of the jungle. I ain't got to do nothing. Let's just eat and get laid. You know what I mean? So there's a lot, you know. And again, that's why no matter who you are, what your sign is, maturity is something anybody can accomplish. But the first thing is to separate yourself from the ego. And so Candace, even Crowder, I think because he's had heart problems, like I said, I think Crowder, I almost said Cloudy because one of my best friends, she's got a dog named Cloudy. And I was trying to say Crowder and Cloudy was coming out. Sarita Shimera, good morning, Scorpio here. Of course, you little intense Scorpio. No wonder you always got the intense emojis. You know, for now on, you know, Sarita Shimera, now it's when I see the bubble or the gas, whatever emoji, it's you, baby. It's you. In fact, the other day I actually looked at it and I blew it up and I just sat there and I stared at it, you know, and I'm like, I wonder if she's actually taking the time. You probably did. Scorpio, intense, sexy, shit. Let me guess, you're probably even humble about it, aren't you, Serrated? It's hard to please a Scorpion, especially Scorpion female. That Scorpion male, he's like, as long as because they're ruled by the genitals, as long as they can get it, sting it, get it, shake it, you know, get their blood boiling, they're good. They're also known to be cheaters. My father was a Scorpio, but that's the subject for another day. I'll be glad to tell you all about him. But I gotta go. Look at me, see? I keep getting my own ass distracted. Oh, the Major. Good work, the Major. Capricorn rising. Wow, you are one complicated, not in a bad way, by the way. You're just extremely intellectual, hardworking, sacrificial, nimble. You definitely read a lot. I know, I think you said you write, right? You're writing articles, so that's already a given because you told me that. But I'm thinking intuitively even, you really care about people. You are very generous. And I'm just going with it, okay? I'm just going with it. And you literally will take the shirt off your back. And there might be a little bit of victim in you. Hold on, bear with me, because I just felt this little bit of a pain where like people taking advantage of you. It's happened. I'm not saying it hasn't happened to all of us, but you in particular, no bueno. You know, the way I would say is no bueno. But for the sake of being funny here, no bueno. Wow, you're very complicated. People don't understand you. They do not understand you. And thank God your outlet of writing is a great way to exist. And that's a great gift that you have. And I don't even know. I've never seen anything you've written. You just told me on a chat. Super chat. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Matt. What's up? Let me clear my throat and take a little sip of my now cold coffee before I read this super chat. I'm very excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a yoga fan. I'm just saying one thing will not give you everything you need. Yes. Yes. Well said. It is on the person to find the people, mindset, and beliefs to be who they want to be. Amen. Absolutely. 100%. I do that when I'm coaching. Like, not everybody can meditate the same way. And there's different ways to meditate. There's not just one way, just even in the meditation aspect. But yeah. And some people like, affirmations. It's all the exercises I give to someone to get them to get out of where they've been, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I really do think when they say like mind reset, absolutely. It's like when Einstein says you can't solve the problems of the future with the same consciousness that created it. Right? So I'm all about that. It's 100%. I agree. And that was awesome, Matt. Thank you. And very well said. Yeah, you're probably like, she's not getting my whole yoga point. No, it's true. I got into yoga from my own sister. My little sister always struggled with, I don't know if you want to call it depression. She never really got diagnosed, or they thought it was just, a period, right? She went through some mental crisis that got her really depressed. And then she went to therapy and psychiatrist, took some meds, whatever, and then got off them, and she moved on with her life. But the reason I'm saying this is because when she first started, I guess her first episode, I just instinctually thought about yoga and how it would help her, because she would be like, I guess, having anxiety, although she didn't describe it as anxiety at the time. It was more like panic attacks, right? That's the way she would describe it and describe it. But that was, we're talking years ago. And I remember going to the bookstore with her, and I said, you should, I think I even bought the book for her. I'm like, you should, hey, I think you should try yoga. It's relaxing. I was just trying to get her to relax, and I was finding things, but I just instinctually felt that I didn't know anything about yoga at the time, to be honest. Very little. The typical commercial stuff. But I remember thinking, it can't hurt. For me, yoga's horrible in the sense that I can't go to a yoga class. I mean, I always end up in the back and I'm doing child pose the whole time because I have an injured neck. It doesn't matter how light I go, who I go to. I've done it. I've tried 1,000 times. And even a physical therapist told me, it's like, some people just can't. It actually doesn't work for everybody. Although we think we're all human, we all have bodies, we should be stretching. Well, again, in my case, then I'll get like a headache for a whole week every time I go, even if the whole time I'm just doing a child pose. But the other thing is I meditate all the time. So I don't need to drop what I'm doing to go to a class to meditate, because that's the other thing. When I'm in a room full of people, I'm picking up their vibes. And I'm telling you, very rarely do I walk in and feel good vibes. I actually feel people's issues all in the room. Even when they're doing perfect poses and they're breathing and you think, and the music is perfect and the incense is perfect. I'm telling you, it's like I'm Neo in the Matrix, and I am not seeing that. It's the truth. My truth. So yeah, very, very rare do I meet somebody who's a yogi or even instructor who truly possesses and has true peace and has the power of frequency. They're very in tune with themselves and at peace with themselves all at the same time. But yeah, no, that was very well said. Absolutely. Because for me, walking, and again, that's very much depending on your sign, depending on what time you're born, is also how I can tell someone, hey, why don't you, instead of working out at night, you should work out in the morning, you know, or take walks instead of going to the gym. Like, the gym is not for everybody either. Totally, Matt. And Matt, I know you. I haven't seen you in a while, but last time I saw you, you look really good. like you've been taking care of yourself. And I mean, I believe I even saw, I think when I first met you, I don't know if you had just started like this whole new you or making yourself a better version than your old self, or just because whatever, you just wanted to improve. I don't know. Cause yeah, I mean, you're, you know, I don't want to say too much and put you in the spot, Matt. Nobody understands you. Story of my life. Trust me. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I do like DTP yoga. Is that that's not the hot one, is it? What's the DTP? I know which one that is. And with that, I definitely got to go. DTP. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Ice cubes? That's the first thing that just popped up here. Oh, no. What the? Huh. Well, I gotta go. See, I can go down this rabbit hole with you. Ooh, William, you're a Cancer and my rising sign is Pisces. Lot of water. Ooh, William, you got some witchy, you see things too that are kind of weird, but they're real. But most people don't see what you see. You know what I'm talking about. You got it. You were born with it. I would imagine at this point you've learned to embrace it. Maybe everybody around you has an issue with it. But that's them. You're 1% better every day. Wait, hold on. I just heard something weird and I've never heard the sound. D. Potter, look at you. I hadn't seen you, didn't say nothing. Or did you just chime in? Or you've been listening and you didn't say nothing until now? Ooh. D. Potter, good morning all. Good morning, D. Potter. How you feeling today? Ever since the other day when you were like, too early for me to start with a conversation about the WEF. That was funny because that was honest and I appreciated that. But now it's stuck in my head. Now every time I see your name, it's like, don't talk about the DWF. I'm kidding. I'm just messing around. You know I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. And good for you. Yeah, man. I mean, I can't handle myself all the time. I don't expect you guys to. And if you do, bless you. Because definitely if you can handle this all the time, man, A, you deserve heaven. And B, it just confirms that God made me just the way I'm supposed to be, whether I like it or not. All right, guys. I gotta go. I gotta figure out why my calendar is off. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Guys, members, if you haven't become a member, become a member. The links are in the description below or up there, wherever, all over. Thank you. Make sure to smash that like button. If you forgot to do it, do it. Leave a comment. Your comments are my fuel. I do read them. I will respond. This is Coffee with Olga, where it's low-key, all natural, not just live. Look at this, all natural. Thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support, and share this. Make sure to tag me. I just found somebody tagged me. I think it was Tanya, and I can't believe I missed it from like a week or 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, And I checked my notifications, said it was on. And I'm like, wait a minute, whatever. I got a lot going on. I need some assistant here. So, without further ado, much love, many blessings. Can you feel that? Sending it all to you. Have a wonderful day. And like I always say after my every coffee talk, have a fabulous, wonderful, amazing day. And don't let the bastards get you down.